The lavish lifestyles and extravagant spending displayed in the recent box office smash Crazy Rich Asians have raised eyebrows all across the world. Directed by John Chu and based on a novel by Kevin Kwan, the film made $45 million in its first week in North American theaters and is currently on an Asia-wide rollout that is expected to fill its coffers to the brim. The romantic comedy follows Constance Wu, a professor in the United States, and Henry Golding, a wealthy Singaporean businessman, when they visit Golding's wealthy family in Singapore, where Wu meets Golding's overprotective mother, Michelle Yeoh. Although it has been promoted as the first Hollywood picture in decades to include a largely Asian cast, sequences of imaginary Singaporean elites spending money have garnered the majority of attention. Huge houses, extravagant celebrations, and even sharks in a tank. However, these are the kinds of sights that would get a lukewarm reception in Hong Kong, where the city's reputation as a haven for the fabulously wealthy has been established over the course of a century. Where the city's reputation as a haven for the fabulously wealthy has been established over the course of a century. In fact, only last week, Kwan revealed to the New York Times that he was working on a Hong Kong-based TV series for Amazon. He told the Times that the plot would revolve around the most influential family in the city, though he didn't reveal any specifics about who that family was. $1 million in the bank is considered a modest sum in today's Hong Kong, where 93 people are worth more than $1 billion, compared to 44 in Singapore. According to a survey by Citibank, the number of persons in Hong Kong who have liquid assets of 1 million Hong Kong dollars, $127,300 or more is growing by roughly 15% each year, reaching 1 million people. Money exists, as may be shown by perusing Forbes's yearly rich list. Not bad for a city of only around 7.5 million people. Hong Kong is home to 9 of Asia's 50 richest families, according to the data. The Kwok family of Sun Hung Kai Properties remains at the top of the food chain, despite the fact that Thomas Kwok Ping Kwong, the eldest son, was recently convicted of bribery and sentenced to prison. Forbes estimated the Kwok empire to be worth $40 billion at the end of 2017, putting it in third place among the region's wealthiest families despite Kwok's difficulties. Li Shao-ki, an old business partner of Kwok's, and his family became the 6th wealthiest in Asia after riding the success of Henderson Land Development to an estimated $29 billion in wealth. Lastly, at number 3 on our list, and 9th in the region, is the family of the late Cheng Yu-tung, founder of New World Development in the omnipresent Chow Tai Fook jewelry and trinket business. It has been estimated that the Cheng family is worth roughly $22.5 billion. Similarly, the combined wealth of Hong Kong's top 50 individuals is estimated to be $307 billion. The 41-year-old casino and resort operator Lawrence Ho Yao Lung, whose wealth has grown to roughly $2.6 billion thanks to the success of his Melco Group, is one of a few emerging stars on the local scene that Forbes dutifully highlights. Pansy Ho Chu King is also a member of the Ho family and is reported to be worth $5.5 billion. Their father, Macau casino king Stanley Ho Hung's son, is a major player in the city's gambling industry. She now essentially controls her father's enterprises and was recently rumored to have signed the check for the purchase of Mansion 3 at 28 Gough Hill Road on the Peak, one of Hong Kong's most exclusive districts and home to the second most expensive house in Asia at $115 million. It's no secret that Hong Kong's real estate is among the most expensive in the world, and that even the city's modest collection of millionaires relies heavily on property as a source of wealth. It's believed that about 70% of their fortunes are in real estate. According to Terence Tang, managing director of Colliers International's Capital Markets and Investment Services for Asia, the obscene wealth of Hong Kong's citizens is only part of the story. They are intelligent, as well. Hong Kongers in their 50s and 60s went through the 1997-1998 Asian financial crisis, explains Tang. The following generations picked up the lessons. The lesson they learned was that stock market gains are not the be-all and end-all. They are quite familiar with the legal system in Commonwealth countries, making them feel at home in sophisticated real estate markets like Australia and the United Kingdom. They would rather invest in economies like these that offer a more reliable return than in countries like the Philippines or Malaysia, which are still considered emerging markets. $1 million was the standard amount to begin investing with a decade ago. Now it's 2 or 3 million. Finally, there's unrestrained hedonism. A bottle of rare 60-year-old Macallan sold for $1.1 million in recent months, and in the past few months alone, a bottle of rare Yamazaki 50-year-old set a new world record in a Bonham's whiskey sale in Hong Kong for $2,695,000 Hong Kong dollars, $343,000. Want to go somewhere exciting to celebrate your accomplishments? Hong Kong boasts no less than 6 restaurants that have earned the coveted 3 Michelin stars. Singapore. Stuart Dale is in charge of wine and spirit services for clients in the region at the luxury concierge and lifestyle company. Quintessentially. According to him, Hong Kong generosity has been well known for a long time. What makes modern purchases unique is that they are made with the buyer in mind. According to Dale, what we've observed is that consumers in Hong Kong have really made a turn to experiences, and they've made that switch to personalizing those. 5 years ago, the primary motivation for purchasing a fantastic vintage was a desire to impress. The demand has increased. You can now spend a weekend at a top winery and depart with a barrel of your own vintage plus a memento of your experience. People are ready to have their minds blown. Shopping is no longer just about acquiring a good, it's become an event. Stella Soon, a former Hong Kong resident who now runs the Lux Link, a luxury personal shopping service in New York, has fulfilled orders for anything from ball dresses to motorized skateboards for the city's elite. This has provided Soon with invaluable insight into the minds of Hong Kong's ultra-wealthy. Those, who may not be able to find products on their own or who do not have the time to look on their own, can access them through the Lux Link, she says. Our Hong Kong clientele tend to be the following: trendy, shopaholics who know their luxury brands through and out, sophisticated consumers who keep up with the latest fashions and releases, and so on. Our customers aren't afraid to let their unique personalities shine through, and their personal tastes are reflected in the choices they make. Given the compact size of this Chinese SAR and the reliability and efficiency of its public transportation system, cars in Hong Kong are the epitome of extravagance. Yet, nothing grabs attention like a flashy motor, and a review of data provided by the Transport Department reveals an unhealthy fixation with the premium market segment. In 2017, Hong Kongers registered an eye-popping amount of exotic sports cars, including a large number of Porsches, Lamborghinis, and Ferrari. Elaine Fong, who handles marketing and public relations for Ferrari in Hong Kong, adds that the city's clients pursue customized lifestyle, building a really bespoke car to reflect their individuality. One more indicator of the truly wealthy is their willingness to travel. It would appear that the elite in Hong Kong are increasingly interested in unique activities, and are willing to spend a lot of money on them. Travel expert Andrea Oschetti of the Hong Kong-based company Blueflower argues that anyone with the means to do so may now indulge in extravagant experiences like taking a short helicopter ride to the Antarctic for a day trip. Oschetti claims that Hong Kong's upper crust has broadened its horizons, rather than just turning oneself off for 2 weeks. He says, Hong Kong today is more about doing things, engaging with things that are life-enriching. While hotels were formerly the top wish list item, consumers are now more interested in spending money on memorable experiences. What matters now is your true interests. The prestigious Venice Film Festival is happening this month. We have enough connections in Hollywood that we were able to get a few of our Hong Kong clients on the red carpet with the rest of the A-listers. They're high society types, so if you enjoy getting dressed up, you won't find a better crowd.